Good evening, pallets and mercs. Now, normally I don't do a back-to-back video, but unfortunately with my Wi-Fi going out, I was basically trying to record anything today. So we're going to be having a look at the Black Pants Legion UrbanMech video. Now, you might be confused because we did have a look at the other UrbanMech video before, but this time we're looking at the previous one, not the remake of it. So sit back, grab your drinks, grab your snacks, and let's roll the film. Battletech Mechwarrior lore, the UrbanMech. This is already going to be good. Let's see it. See if I can... YouTube. I'm not about... You know what? It's fine. Tex Talks Battletech. I don't know why I want to say TED Talk, but it's very similar. Nice Daishi, Hatchet Man. I'm sorry, wait, hold up. First off, respect to the Steiner logo. This looks straight out of D&D. That or The Wizard of Oz. This feels like a crossover between the two, and you're not going to convince me otherwise. There's the Bushwhacker. Looking forward to that video. If there's one up. I haven't seen the entire playlist yet. This Rifleman with one of his guns broken. I'm sorry, what was that, Mech? No, not you, Timberwolf. You're fine. What in the world are you? I'm assuming these two are more akin to elementals. Although you have a gun barrel here. I'm trying to think. You're Draconis. So you could actually... No, you look like... So are these just... I'm pretty sure these are just elementals, right? Because they don't make sense otherwise. This is like concept art or like art from like manuals from what I'm hearing from the comments, but yeah, there's no way these aren't elementals, right? I don't know why the closed captions on this. Excuse me, the UrbanMech is just fine, thank you. I'm gonna turn this up slightly. Why are we going for the sandstream?
Well, got to be honest, the UrbanMech is probably one of the most beloved mechs for two reasons we'll get into.
Well, yes, yes it is.
It's a unique mech with a very narrowly defined purpose. It's a fantastically designed, dedicated combat platform for militia.
I love how it says, "Say that to my face, Clanner. Not at range." He says that as he wields an AC-20, about to look up into the cockpit and just send that lucky round into the cockpit. Trash can with shotgun grows tired of your bullshit. God, I saw that comment about Lucky Stubby in the other video, and I just... Every time I think of an UrbanMech, I now think of that one comment. I will make sure that Lucky Stubby, I will preserve that legacy for all time. It's go time over here. Let's go.
It's also a rather good buy at 1.4 million C-bills for a 30-ton mech.
Yes, yes, it is.
Affordable choice for people who are building an army on a budget. An army that doesn't mind being very, very, very slow. Secondly, well...
Are you sure about that? Because some of those refits, again, the refits are expensive, right? But even in the early days, you could shove an XL engine in there. Yeah, you could put a 180 engine in there. If you're talking stock UrbanMechs, yes. They're slow, but they punch hard. In an urban environment, they are just fine. You put a 180 engine in there, you put a 130 with an XL engine, maybe an Indo-Steel, structure, you can get a lot of results out of this thing.
There's the memes.
It's how you use it.
Oh God, the memes. Fuck it, let's just roll through these. Look, there's memes. Here's more memes.
Mm-hmm.
More memes, memes. If you look for Battletech memes, or even do an image search on Battletech, there's going to be a lot of UrbanMech-centered content.
I don't like this one. I don't like that one. Or Irby Nuke. Therapist. The arrow for Irby doesn't exist. It can't hurt you. Arrow for Irby.
See, the UrbanMech is like a pug. Derpy, small, and full of character. But hell, I suppose I had to give it the full Tech Stocks Battletech treatment, so buckle up. Here we go. In 2675, Orgus Industries designed and developed the UrbanMech to be a cheap, easily produced mech for urban combat and defense. The marketing goal was to have this mech sold to the Starlink Defense Force for the purpose of urban defense. It should be noted that this was Orgus Industries' first and only Battlemech design. As a relative outsider to the manufacturer of Battlemechs, Orgus decided to do things their way and build something
as well you should. I will say this, as somebody who has seen a lot of companies do like the same thing as the rest of the industry is doing. I'm glad that I'm glad that this company said, let's make an UrbanMech. Let's make something different. Let's do it our way. And considering that the damn thing is still around to this day and it still functions quite well, I would say they did a really successful job at what they did. They're a one-hit wonder, and that's what we need.
From 2675 until the destruction of its assembly lines in 2837, the sole builder was Orgus's Marcus facility, after which manufacture was picked up and or stolen by the industrial powerhouse Hellespont Industrials and the
Of course it was. Yeah, it's the fucking compellents.
Manufacturing the little bastard until 3081. It should be noted that the UrbanMech, for all of its strangeness, was fondly received by militia and planetary defense commands, and found a place in the SLDF, every successor state, and many pirate and mercenary orders. Let's go on to see what makes an UrbanMech an UrbanMech. The UrbanMech is designed around the Republic Aura chassis, which is unique to, you guessed it, the UrbanMech. In fact, everything Orgus ever made was pretty much linked to the UrbanMech program. At 30 tons and carrying 6 tons of armor, which is respectable considering that all armor is concentrated in a very small, squat, ugly, stupid trash can. I mean...
Excuse you. The slander here is crazy. I'm glad he did a remake of this video, but I can't appreciate the memes.
Professional backwards, yes. For its size, the UrbanMech is also jump capable. It has 11 heat sinks, and the base model of the UM-R60 carries an AC-10 autocannon and a small laser. The only downside to this little bastard is that it is slow. How slow? Well, assault mechs tend to tread forward at a modest 40 to 50 kph or so. The UrbanMech flat out does 32, which doesn't sound like a whole lot. That's because it isn't. However, the UrbanMech is designed for one purpose: city fighting. In a city, the UrbanMech doesn't need to go fast, it just needs to creep and hop along, get in position, and deliver a nasty knockdown blow to any invader. And in that role is where it excels. Also to note is that the UrbanMech has very few interesting design quirks that keeps it engage with and win against much tougher opponents in that setting. Firstly, the UrbanMech is a low-profile mech, meaning it's a lot harder to hit. Secondly, it has an extended torso twist arc, enabling it to fight while facing any direction it pleases and trundling along. Being in production for a very long time leads the UrbanMech to having loads of variants.
We love this variant, don't we?
Because when an opponent automatically assumes an UrbanMech is an unimaginative weapon system, somebody will modify it to surprise the hell out of them.
Couldn't be me sticking a fucking arrow 4 on the side of this thing to just go, it's just an UrbanMech, it's fine. And then I just give them a nice dose of arrow 4 for them to chew on and then promptly run away. Most of the time I do have the mech with a better engine, though. The speed is very much a concern here.
Notable examples. The UMR60L replaces the AC-10 with an AC-20. Because what's funnier than a trash can that cores an assault mech in a surprise attack?
I gotta say, the AC-20 is probably the most sought-after version of this mech. Like, I might joke about duct taping the thing onto the side, but it's just, you're gonna go for this one. Or the Arrow 4. I think some of the other ones are useful as well.
UMR63 upgrades the aging UrbanMech with Lost Tech, giving it an LBX autocannon 10 and a small laser that pulses. The Draconis Combine interestingly upgraded the UrbanMech with the UMR68, which replaced all weapons with an MRM30, which surprised.
So I don't have that much experience with MRMs. They seem to do a lot of damage. I'm not sure how well they work. They say they're not like, they're not guided like LRMs, but like at the same time they're not short range missiles. They're kind of weird. So it's like it's effective at medium range, which to me is kind of odd, but I think it could work in most settings. I think with an UrbanMech, though, results are going to vary. I hope this thing has a little bit more speed to field this thing, but sure.
The living hell out of Clan Ghost Bear. UMR70 incorporates a rotary autocannon 5 because somebody probably found it to be hilarious, and nobody in the Federated Sun stopped them.
I mean, to be fair, they don't tend to stop me when I start taping things onto the side of light mechs that just really shouldn't be there.
MA4 replaces all weaponry with an Arrow 4 and an ER medium laser. It also squeezes the pilot into a modified smaller trash can cockpit something or other, and can barely carry 10 rounds of ammunition. But hey, it's now walking artillery for city fighting, because why not? In summation, the UrbanMech is an often overlooked, severely meme-worthy mech of note because it is actually very effective in a very small niche. It loves to surprise bad dudes many times its size, and it is insanely affordable. There, I covered it. Are you happy now, Gah?
Yes, I am. I am very happy. Oh, let's see what the credits have to say
That Asgardian
this
makes the
time.
credits happen. Kill me.
Why is there a pimp Irby coming through here? This is in no way endorsed by the people who came up with this stuff. They'd whip me with a pelt if they. Oh God, that is fantastic. Yes, we're just pimping out our UrbanMechs over here. There's going to be something at the end, isn't there? Because there wasn't the last one, and I almost missed it. Yeah, I see you. They're pimped out. Or Texas style when it comes to humor is just, it's on point, and I love it. It is an absolute delight to go through these videos. I'm waiting to see if there's... I'm waiting for the UrbanMech to do something. Or maybe this is it, and that's just... That was an absolute delight. I love that. Oop. Nope, we're not doing the Thor. Not today. Not today, but one day soon we will look into the Thor. I absolutely love Texas Tex Talks videos. Say that 5 times fast. I don't want to because I already have enough problems with words as is, but genuinely, it really seems like everyone enjoys this, and I'm glad that you do because I love learning about new mechs, and it looks like there's a lot to learn about mechs, their silhouettes, because I don't recognize this one. It looks like, yeah, it looks like an earlier version of the Awesome, but I might be wrong because some of these classic versions tend to throw me off a little bit. But like always, there will be a link in the description and also in the cards for you to go off and watch this video on the main channel where this came from. Please support the original creators. They absolutely deserve it for every single video that they have made. At some point, I'm going to be watching the Hired Steel series, and probably not for YouTube. I probably just want to watch that on my own. But if you want to see it, we can definitely do that. But as always, this has been Annika, signing out.